to another episode of Charlie Drives. Woohoo! So, it's been 8 weeks since I've driven a car. I'm actually taking the Vauxhall VX220 because since I bought this car, all I did was a very, very quick video on it, literally after I bought it, and then lockdown happened. So this car's actually really not been driven an awful lot at all. And I know that Aaron, who had it before me, didn't drive it much either for the last year or two. So I thought, I've got to go somewhere today. I've got to go and deliver the timing chain adjustment kit for the Boxster that Chris lent to us when we were fixing the car. So if you haven't seen those videos, check them out. I'll include a link. But yeah, so I figured that this car, out of all of them, probably needs to stretch its legs a little bit, and it needs to kind of, I need to sort of let it breathe a little bit as well before I do any track days with it. After this journey, I'm probably going to get the oil changed in it and everything. So I really wanted to kind of just see what this car would be like on a long journey, or a relatively long journey. But yeah, it's been a painful experience not driving the cars for eight or 9 weeks now, just sitting there on the driveway. I thought it was totally unnecessary to take any of them to the supermarket. It's just not really appropriate. So that was my choice to do. You've probably seen some of the Xbox driving simulator videos. Let me know if you enjoy those and if you want more of those type of videos, because I've got the whole setup now, which I will show you in a picture. So yeah, if you want me to do more videos with the sim setup and all sorts of other things, then yeah, let me know. I'm kind of contemplating maybe doing that or not. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, this video today is very much about the Vauxhall VX220. Living with this ar now is, I have no choice but to live with this car, or I mean, it's either that or I daily drive a Vauxhall GT410. So really it's a question of, you know, can you deal with a car like this on a daily basis? Is it comfortable to drive on a long journey? But you get sheer power with this car. The performance is incredible. This is the VX220 Turbo, so it really goes. It really does. When you put your foot down in this thing, you get so much pull. There's not an awful lot of turbo lag either, so you get a really, really well performing package with this. And these cars, I mean, I think they're clearly starting to appreciate in value now. So it's interesting to see kind of how the value of these cars, as well as the Lotus Elise S2 cars, are going to start to go up. Lotus have recently announced that they're making one more combustion engine production car, and then I think after that it sounds like they're going to be going fully electric. So it'll be interesting to see what that does to the values and the residuals on these, because I actually think that these cars will start to command more money as they become harder to get hold of. This particular car was a Cat D, so yes, it had some rear clam damage. I can actually see where it was repaired. If you look really, really closely, you can actually see. So they didn't replace the clam. So I don't think that the damage was clear. It clearly wasn't awful, but I mean, when you're looking at the car normally, you can't really notice it. But a lot of these Vauxhall VX220s, a lot of them have been crashed. So that is one of the things that you need to look out for when you are looking at buying one of these cars, especially if, you know, some of the research that I did was look at the body panels, look at the gaps, make sure that they are even, It's hard to inspect the chassis. I did have a good look underneath. It looks all right. You can't really see that the chassis has been damaged in any way, shape or form. So I think from that perspective, this is a relatively safe car. The Vauxhall VX220 values, I think the cheapest one you can buy that isn't Cat D registered is about 15k on the market. This particular car I paid just under 12 grand for, but it's got really low mileage. So this has got, it's only got 29,000 miles on it. For a relatively low mileage car, I thought, I know it was a Cat D, but I didn't think that was terrible value for money. So, and the amount of fun that you're going to get out of a car like this is going to be incredible. You really do get supercar performance for really not very much money at all. I can already tell you that the noise in the car is very loud. The cabin noise is I mean, a lot of people I know who have cars like this have earplugs, because I think for a long period of time the noise could get quite onerous, and actually it's really loud. So that's interesting. But you know, the driving position I feel super comfortable with. I mean, these seats are super hard on my back, but it's not terrible. I could live with this. I don't think I would want to do really long journeys in it, so I think maybe like a 8-hour journey might be a little bit extreme, and you wouldn't, it's not as if you do those sorts of journeys regularly anyway. So but yeah, anyway, I will continue the video later on. I will let you know how this car's fared. I've opted for a route that's not motorways. I figured, just what's the point of taking this on a long motorway drive? So I'm taking back roads to where I'm going. It's only going to take me half an hour longer to do that. So let's see how it goes and take it from there. Okay, so we've got some nice smaller back roads now. Been going for about almost an hour now. Car's doing well. A few things I've noticed. Really squeaky clutch pedal, so I need to get some WD-40 on that. Probably just due to the lack of driving, to be honest. But yeah, generally it's really good. When you're kind of getting fairly up there with regards to speed, you kind of, I mean, it's a very windy day today, and you know, aerodynamically these cars are like a brick. So you do kind of get a sort of lack of stability when you're driving pretty quickly, but the stability through corners obviously is spot on. One thing I've noticed as well, the dashboard just gets filthy. And I think, like, obviously, I don't know how much of a filter there is in the air vents there, but a lot of, I can see that, you know, just a lot of stuff comes up through those air vents. But yeah, generally pretty pleased with the car. Driving it generally feels really nice. Ooh, that was a little bit of a dip, but yeah, it's no, it's good. It's good. I was hoping for some nice bendy roads, but this seems to be like the straightest ever B road ever. So yeah, let's wait till we get to some nice little bends. So first little bit of drama, and I think it's probably my fault, but I'm gonna have a look now. But I went round a corner quite sharply earlier and everything turned off. So the radio turned off, the dials kind of reset themselves, the windscreen wiper went. So I'm hoping it's because I perhaps didn't tighten the leads to the battery well enough, and maybe it's, I don't know, moving around or something like that. So maybe there's a bit of a funny connection there. So I'm just gonna, I didn't bring any bloody spanners with me, but I'm just gonna go and have a look to see if maybe the wires have sort of come loose a little bit if they're moving around. So I'm just gonna have a look at that now. But yeah, the fuel indicator as well has gone like completely down as well. So I don't really, it's really weird. But anyway, we'll see a little bit. There's never a dull moment on Charlie Drives for sure, but I'm sure this is just a silly little thing, but let's see. Definitely, I reckon it's probably the battery, because every time every time I go around a corner, something weird happens, and the battery light in the front is sort of shifting around a little bit. So yeah, I think that's probably what it is. But anyway, I've given it a tighten with my fingers. It is a little bit loose, so that's probably why. And let's see how we go. But I don't think it's like a major problem. I mean, to be honest with you, I can deal with this, so it's all good. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Okay, so now it's chucking it down with rain. Glad I cleaned the car before taking it out for a drive. The roads will be a little bit greasy, I imagine. This car does. The other really nice thing about this car that I really like actually is the two front wheel arches. How much they stick up in the air. Really quite cool. Gives it a really nice feeling. You're driving something a little bit special. But it also gives you a really good indicator of where the left wheel is. So I think it'll be pretty good for track use. It definitely will help. This car fast. There's a lot of interior cabin noise, absolutely, for sure. I mean, listen to those rattles, they're quite disconcerting, but I suppose at the end of the day it doesn't mean anything serious. It's just literally, it's just a raw car, and it's so exposed, there's no sound deadening, so you hear everything. I guess I'm just kind of used to cars failing on me, so every time I hear new rattles or feel like it's my mind playing tricks on me, but it's all good fun. We're nearly here to drop off the timing kit, so yeah, I will see you on my way back. Might even take the roof off. It's a relatively nice day. It's a bit windy out there, but we'll see. Okay, so that's all done, dropped it all off, time to go home, and we've got the roof off now. Woo! A bit brave, but it's windy. Hopefully you can hear me. Woo! Feel all the bumps. We've got some nice roads now. Although I'm stuck behind a really slow car. And it's starting to rain. hurts a bit, but apart from that, it's all okay. Let me know in the comments what you want to know about this car. I think the next video that I have this car on will be hopefully on track. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Other updates on the other cars will come soon. I need to do a big one on the GT410. What the plans are for that. Stay tuned to see what happens. And oh, my eyes. I've got all the shit in my eyes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one. See you later. Bye.